Hello, I'm Dr. Ummehani Khan. Today, we're going to explore a truly remarkable case study. Imagine a patient suffering from chronic kidney stones, who suddenly faced severe vomiting, hydronephrosis, and prostatomegaly. He was in so much pain he couldn't stop rolling on the floor. Now, what if I told you that after just 3 doses of homeopathic medicine, his pain completely vanished? And within 2 weeks, all the stones were gone, with no signs of hydronephrosis or prostatomegaly. He's been completely fine for the past 10 months. Curious to know how this incredible turnaround happened? Join me as we dive into this fascinating case study. The story begins with a desperate call from him. His wife and daughter were already under our care, but he was in a lot of pain. He said, "Doctor, I have been roaming from one medical pharmacy to another in search of allopathic medicines. My pain is so severe that I roll on the floor and vomit constantly. I've suffered from kidney stones for years, but this time it's unbearable." He wasn't able to give us his case details. He handed the phone to the homeopathic pharmacy person to get the prescribed medicine. Here's the amazing part. After just 3 doses of homeopathic treatment, his pain completely disappeared, and within 15 days, he was feeling great. But when we asked him to get follow-up reports a month later, he refused. He had been very cooperative and his tone was too humble when he was suffering, but once he felt better, his attitude changed. So, what does this case reveal about patient behavior and the effectiveness of treatment? Case analysis. This was an emergency situation, and the remedy was prescribed immediately, leaving us no time to repertorize the case to find the perfect medicine. Imagine, this patient was in so much pain that he roamed from one pharmacy to another in search of relief, but didn't take any of those medicines. Instead, he asked his wife to call us for homeopathic treatment. I gave him HYOSCYMUS 1 mg, and he was totally fine. Now, let's dive into why this medicine worked so quickly and effectively. You might be wondering the same thing, right? The patient was moving randomly and not taking the medicines he found, which is reflected in the rubric, mind-roving senseless, and we can see HYOSCYMUS in this rubric. See how perfectly it matched the situation of this case and covered the whole case in just one rubric. Looking at the psychology behind this, the patient showed signs of fear of injury. Being injured, he had heart bypass surgery in his early 20s and fears injury, which causes him to stay idle despite being physically fit. Even in intense pain, he refused allopathic medicine. Rubric, fear of being poisoned. Rubric, refusing to take the medicines during delirium. His background and behavior reveal more as his wife and daughter are under our treatment. He doesn't work, while his wife, a high court official, travels 120 kilometers to provide for the family. He prefers idleness, and to rest all day, desires comfort, and shows no concern for her well-being, which matches the rubric, mind bed, desire to remain in bed. He's indifferent to her efforts and shows careless behavior towards her. He's unbothered whether she's reaching safely to her office or coming late at night all by her own, reflected in the rubric, delusion. Wife is faithless. Despite his idleness, he enjoys traveling all over India and abroad with his friends, and spending money on himself while his wife handles both cooking and working. Moral insight. This case highlights a deeper issue of personal responsibility and appreciation within family dynamics. The patient's behavior shows a disconnection from his responsibilities and a lack of appreciation for his wife, who works hard to support the family. In family ethics, it's essential to acknowledge and appreciate each other's efforts. Ignoring responsibilities and taking loved ones for granted can lead to dissatisfaction and imbalanced relationships. Questions for reflection. How can we better connect with and support our family members? What steps can we take to ensure we are actively contributing to our family's well-being? How important is it to appreciate and support our loved ones in their efforts? Reflect on these questions and consider how you can apply these lessons to foster a more balanced and appreciative family life. If you found this case study as fascinating as I did, don't forget to subscribe and share this video. Feel free to ask any questions you might have about the case. We're here to explore and learn together. For all the homeopathic students and doctors out there, remember, every case is a new adventure in healing. Your passion and dedication can make incredible differences. Stay tuned for more insightful and inspiring case studies that will spark your curiosity and deepen your practice. Thanks for watching, and keep learning and growing in your journey with homeopathy.
शरीयत ने कहा एक आम गरीब को सदका देते हो तो एक सवाब मिला आपको सदक़े का, लेकिन वही गरीब अगर रिश्तेदार भी हो तो डबल अजर और सवाब तुम्हें मिलेगा, सदक़े का भी, सिला रहमी का भी। अच्छा, गरीब भी हो, रिश्तेदार भी हो और हमसे जलने वाला हो, जलने वाले रिश्तेदार को देना बड़े जिगर की बात होती है। जो हमसे हसद करता हो, हमसे जलता हो, उसको देना बड़े जिगर की बात होती है। ये छोटे दिल वालों का काम नहीं, उनके बस की बात नहीं है। शरीयत इसीलिए कहती है अफजल तरीन सदका क्या है? अफजलुस सदक़ति अला ज़िर रहिमिल काशिह, कि सदक़े की अफजल तरीन शक्ल वो है उस रिश्तेदार को दो जो गरीब है, रिश्तेदार है और तुम्हारे सिलसिले में अपने दिल में नफरत, दुश्मनी, अदावत, हसद, जलन के जज्बात रखता है। ऐसे रिश्तेदार को देना ये सबसे अफजल तरीन सदका है।